look at this tank right here. I just was sitting on the couch and I looked over and I'm like, dang, you can't tell how many fish are in here with all this growth. There's over 100 fish in this tank. Over 100. And not a small amount over 100. There's at least like 100 and, I don't know. What is it? Let me do the math. At least like 150. Does that look like 150 fish in there? And then compare it to this tank, which has 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 fish in there, and about like 10 or 15, 10 to 15 shrimp, grown adult shrimp. I mean, I clip that one a lot just to give the moms, like, I give everybody their own little hiding space. I know where everybody likes to hide. So, and where they like to hide to give birth and where they like to hang out. So everybody has their own little space in there and they go to their space so nobody fights. This is my grow out tank. And my grow out tank, everybody's together, but there's several different stages of size. And so for the little tiny ones, there's 2 little areas that they like to hang out at, and I've made those areas for them open. And then there's the general exercise area, which is the center area where the water, I need to clean the little intake filter there again, but I keep the water flow very high so that when anybody wants to do exercise, they just go to the center and then they swim against the current. They're normally not trying to do exercise, like hard exercise, because they're always swimming around looking for food. So since I have the soil sand substrate, there's constantly food in here. I don't have to feed them if I don't want to, but I feed them to help them grow faster, but I don't have to if I don't want to. And so if I don't, and even if after I do, they're still constantly looking for food. But as you can see, they're all most of them are all large size, like these over here. The first several batches that I had were like that size, are like that size now, because they were from January 2nd, 7th, and throughout that month I had several batches. But they're all just chilling in the plants. Then on top I have a lot of floaters. They keep the nitrates and the nitrites down, and everybody hangs out here. I'm just getting to the stage where I'm going to need to move the largest of the large, because they're already sexually mature, for one, and 2, they're not yet big enough to eat the smallest of the fry, but I don't want to risk it. So probably after these moms over here have another batch each, if I see them looking like their mouth is big enough to swallow the fry, then I will move those bigger ones out. But I don't think they're big enough yet. There's, I don't know, they just have always grown like this together. And so like when these new batches came, they were like, "Ooh, is that food?" And then they went up to them and they realized, "Oh, those are fish like us." So they didn't try to eat them. They did run up to them, like all of them ran up to them like, "What's that?" Because I do feed them live food sometimes. I feed them little crustaceans, but these fish are bigger than the crustaceans. The crustaceans are small enough to fit in those little tiny fish's mouths. So the baby fry the little fry, the guppy fry, are born once they start swimming, which is like in a few hours. They're already big enough to not fit in these size fish's mouths. So I just dump them over there automatically. But once they start getting like this size, like huge, like that, like this mom, they definitely can eat those babies. So I don't leave them over there. But look how different the size is, because these two fish here, look how small they are compared to that one. They were over here with these guys. So they're good to fend for themselves against these big moms, but they're still small enough to not eat baby fry. So I keep an eye on them to make sure that their mouths aren't big enough to eat the babies. And if they are, then they go over here. And these are not, those two babies that I just showed you are not, but I moved them over because they are the only other two albinos that I have, my albino kois that I have. So now there's two female albino kois and a male albino koi in this tank with a bunch of golds. And then these are all golds, rose golds, and I just got a batch of, we don't know what they are yet. We have to wait till their color starts coming in. So yeah, so that's what's in this tank. And then I also don't want to overpopulate this tank because it has shrimp in it. So I'm working on another tank. Put those guys in. It's in the back there. Getting acclimated to sustain multiple different breeds of animal. I don't know yet though what I want to put in it, whether I want to put the moms in it, but I really do like to keep a really strong, like a really up close and personal eye on the moms, and that's a little bit difficult to do because it's hard to see how they're like pecking, if they're pecking on each other, if they're nipping on each other, if they're nipping on each other, or if they're, hold on a second, can you stop eating like a slob? You're knocking around the whole damn cage. Oh, it's because the bottom is not closed. You waited until I started making a video, start eating. Look at him acting like he hasn't eaten. Ridiculous. Every time I do a video, it's like they have to get... these dogs are so possessive and crazy. Yeah, I go to take a shower, they're mad. I'm messing with the fish, they're mad. I'm not paying attention to them, they're mad. I'm making a video, they're all up in my face. Who are you talking to? What are you doing? Why are you not paying attention to me? That's how they are. So anyway, I ignore that. But that's what we have in here, and I thought it would be funny to show that a lot of people have guppies and they overpack them in tanks. And it's not a problem to have a lot of guppies because they do like to be in large, like, I wouldn't necessarily say a school, because a school is more unison. When a school is swimming, a school is like, shut the hell up. Shut up. Stop fucking fighting over food. Do not be goddamn it fighting over food. You ate already. You ate already. You're in your period and you need to stop being bitchy. You need to stop it. Anyway, these fish are not schooling fish. Schooling fish, when they swim together, they're all in this one unison little ball, and they swim together, and they're just like they go where each other goes. These fish don't do that. They like to be in a community, but they don't like to be in a school. They're doing their own thing. Everybody's going every which way, checking out shit over here, checking out shit over there. They're doing their own thing. But a schooling fish, like if they were schooling fish, they would get sick because they don't like to be all up on each other like that. And they need the space to kind of do their own separate thing. And if they were the like practicing type of schooling type mentality, they would get very, very sick because they would be too close to each other, and they need that space to kind of spread out and just breathe and be less stressed. But they do enjoy seeing a lot of themselves, like, you know, of their types around each other. Even when I put the albino koi like would separate. They were swimming around, but they kind of stayed away from the gold ones. So they were there, but they were just kind of like doing their own thing. They know they're guppies, but they separate by color. Stop it. Stop that. You guys are doing too much. You're doing too much. And I don't know why you're fighting over food. Stop fighting over food, Hallie. Stop it. Don't do that. When she gets on her period, she is the worst. You're the worst when you get on your period. First of all, you already ate a whole bowl of food. Now you're trying to eat his food. And then he's like, man, she's eating my food. And of course you do it while I'm... Move over. Move. Of course you do it while I'm in the middle of making a video, because you just have to be interrupting what I'm talking about. Listen, if you guys are going to fight, nobody's getting anything. You're going to be up in trouble. Ellie. Oh my God. Stop. Don't do that. Look at her nasty mouth. Look at her. And he's like, let me lick you. Let me lick your thing. Let me lick your ear. Let me give you some love. And she's like, fuck you. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Since you always want to interrupt me, might as well talk about you. Anyway, this wasn't supposed to be a dog conversation, but apparently... And he just wants to play, poor guy. You just want to play. You want to play? You want to play, Nanny? Yeah. Look at Hallie's face, though. You see her little ears to the side like Baby Yoda? She doesn't want to play. First of all, her cooch is swole. Her cooch is all the way swole. And she's temperamental. And she wants to eat everything. And she doesn't care that you want to eat. She doesn't care. There's 2 bowls and everything. She does not care. Look at her. She's looking at you. And she's like, you're going to stay away from this food. Stop with the mouth. Move over. Scoot your ass over. You got 2 bowls. Come on. Let's go. 1 bowl for you and 1 bowl for Ushi. Ushi, come on. Eat your food. Come on. Don't worry about her. She doesn't make the rules. Let's go. Move over. Ushi, come. Good. You eat something. No, I'm not petting you. I already told you that. I'm not petting you until you do your poop and your pee on the grass. Don't try to take advantage. You have food right here. Look. Right there. You see, that's why she's nasty with you, because you don't have any self-control. She wants to go pee-pee. You're not giving her any room to go pee-pee. You want to be licking the freaking pee out of her. You're not giving her no room. Back up. Yeah, back up. Give her space. You already now in her face now. See, that's when you starting it. You starting it. Back up. Back up. No, back up. Back up. Yeah, and leave her ass alone. She bleeding. Let her ass be grumpy and leave her alone. You mad pushy. Lay your ass down. Take a time out. No, go lay down. Go. Go. What did I say? Go over there. No, over there. Over there. Right here. Right here and lay down right there. Lay down right there. And stay there. And relax yourself. Because you're doing too goddamn much. You're doing too much. You need to control yourself. And you do too. You need to control yourself too. You're doing too much. Only one up in here with some common sense is Bastard. It's the only one who has fucking self-control is Bastard. Bastard, you got self-control? You guys, you are the only one that's being good in here. You and the fishies. Because you have self-control. Yeah, you're the oldest. Aren't you? Yeah. You need to have self-control. Even when you're on your period. You can't be out here trying to kill everything and bite everybody. You? I'm talking to you, Ushi. Don't act like you don't hear me talking. Stop ignoring me. Stop ignoring me. Yeah, don't ignore me. Don't do it. Because you always trying to ignore what I'm saying. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I don't care about the blood. I don't care about it. You need to control yourself. Don't worry about Bastard. She's allowed to go on the floor too. You should be worried about you. Yeah, worry about you and how you need to go pee-pee on the grass and poop on the grass. That's what you need to worry about. And you need to worry about, stop interrupting me when I'm trying to make a video talking about the fish. Every time I try to make a video, anytime I get on the phone, both of you start acting up. You need to control yourself. You're doing too goddamn much. You're doing too goddamn much. I don't need no fucking little computer on the floor. Yeah, I don't need that shit to explain to you how you got me fucked up. And you know what I'm saying. You know. It doesn't matter about my tone. Because I practiced and I experimented. And I used all different tones with you. Real calm, real cool, collected. Real high-pitched and happy. And you know when I'm telling your ass. Because I talk to you like a whole fucking human being. You're not fucking a little kindergartner. And even little kindergartner, I don't even talk to the goddamn little kindergartners like they're fucking stupid. You know who's stupid? Grown-ass adults. Thinking that you don't know what the fuck we're talking about. And thinking that you're fucking autistic and you need, or you have autism and you need to have a fucking computer to explain what the fuck you can already explain with your eyes and with your mouth and with your body. And don't get me started on the telepathy. Don't get me started on the goddamn telepathy. I'm not going there. Hey, Bastard. Hey, Bastard. What you doing, baby? Huh? Just hanging out. Just checking everybody out. No. You just came over here to get some pets. Get me to clean you. Anyway. So, a freaking 2-minute video turned into 20 minutes because everybody felt like they needed to show their face. But there is over 100 and something fish in this tank, and everybody has plants, so they have oxygen. I really technically don't even need the filter in here, but I keep it in there just because I feed a lot. So, but I have another tank where I feed a fair amount as well, and it doesn't have a filter in it, and it is not dirty at all. Actually, the pH in it is better than this tank, but it also doesn't have 150 fish in it. So it's more like this tank here. But that's what I wanted to show you. I'll do another video on my clownfish because I noticed some differences in what people say about them versus how they're acting with me, being that I stay with them all the time, so I pay attention to everything that they do all day, and I experiment with different ways of housing them. So their behavior is very different to what people say online that they're supposed to behave like. So I'll make a video on that. Anyway, if you like the video, like, share, and subscribe. If not, see you later. You're probably not even here.